Hello and good morning and good afternoon and good evening, wherever you are in this globe of ours. It's another week that we are here, we meet again to give you some information, some message, or even just greetings from me, Patrick Ngugi, the founder, or should I say co-founder of Global Versus. Global Versus, for those who might be new to Global Versus was created late last year, late 2023, in order to bring together the poets of the world. I think these days poets, both male and female creative artists in poetry, they are no longer, ladies are no longer called poetess. I think they're all poets. What's the difference anyway, apart from the gender? So poets of the world together. And we have managed to bring almost 100 people together in this group. But I know poets of the world are not just 100 or 80 something. There are thousands and thousands and thousands of them. And that's why I would like to ask you if you know anybody who is a poet and may want to join this group, just send us their names and contacts so that they can be added to this group. And we must be careful whom we are adding. We are adding only poets, mainly poets, not just people who are bringing funny business so that they may start posting silly posts that don't make sense. Anyway, we had, as far as the anthology, which we plan to produce, we are on course. And as you have seen the other day, we've been posting the names of those who have already submitted, complete with their photos, their poems, and bios. And there are those who are missing either the bios or the images, the photos. It's nice if we can have everybody have their photos and images and bios so that we know each other and so on. But maybe some of us may be shy; they don't want their photos to be seen, or they don't want to be known very well by their images, or rather their images or their bios. So it's okay. If you want your poetry just to go without photos and bios, it's all right. And therefore, we are not forcing. But in case you may want your photo to appear and you have not sent it, please do so. We still have a few days, maybe 3 or 4 days by when we should be sending this, because we are now getting into the critical area of categorizing the poems, because some are purely about love, some are political, some are psychological or philosophical, and some may be just what do you call it? There are those which are patriotic in nature, so that people are either praising their countries or their stand on this and that. And so we are going to now get in that phase of categorizing them and knowing which one is going where and so on. Also, in this anthology, when we produce it, it's not just going to be poems and bios and so on. We want to promote you for free. Some of you who have already published their own works, either they are soft or in hard copy. We can have a page where we talk about the works we've done, the books we've published, and so on. If you have a website, if you have a Facebook page and so on, just send us the links and the stuff, then the info about your book or whatever, blog and so on. We'll have a section for that. Also, we are going to have a section where we are going to give either institutions or groups or websites where people can send their poems or works of art for free or for payment and so on. So all that will be published. So this group, as the new members may want to understand, is not just about bringing the poets together, but also to share their views, their passions, their poetry, their jokes, humor, stories, and so on. And it's not just limited to you posting the posting texting, but you are free to upload your voice message. You can tell us something, you can sing, you can cite your poem, and you can talk, you can tell us something just by uploading your audio. And you can do this in WhatsApp, it's easy. You just can record on the group and also, post it. Yeah, we've been having very interesting discussions in the group. The other week we had something about prostitution, and people had different views. Some castigating the ladies of the twilight who are into this trade, which is supposed to be the oldest trade on earth. The oldest profession, they say. But then again, do we need to really put that pointing finger, accusing fingers to those who indulge on that? Because if we point a finger at that, whom are we accusing? Are we accusing the seller or the buyer or both? Personal view is that if we have to condemn prostitution, then the men are equally, capable to be blamed because they are the buyers. Yeah. So that's just my opinion. If men weren't there, would women prostitute? Of course, everybody has their views and their perception about the same thing, but that's what I believe. And so we are done as far as the collecting the poems, the correcting, the misspelling of names, and finding the pictures that were sent, but they are not available and so on. So soon, maybe later tonight or later today, Friday, or over the weekend, I'm going to publish what is supposed to be the final list of what we have. And please, if your name is misspelled, or you feel it's mispresented, or you actually did send a picture, but you are not, or a bio, but you are not being, you are not placed in the right place, just text back and let it be corrected. And we are giving this until Wednesday. Wednesday, that will be 14th of February. So that can be corrected and then you can go ahead. So this is the last point. I think I've reached the last point. I didn't have anything else. I don't have anything more to add. And I wish you all the best. And at the background, you can hear some interesting music from Les Wanyika from Tanzania. I may not know which song exactly, but that's Les Wanyika. Enjoy some music as I work. So thank you very much. All the best and God bless.